Hey guys, this is Coach Chad here at Back in Motion, and today we're going to talk about how exercise changes when you get to 50 or over 50. So there's 5 things I want to talk about today, and the first one's going to be flexibility and stretching. So after every workout, you should always be stretching because one, if you overextend your muscle leaving or whatever, it's so much more prone to injury just because you just contracted your muscles during your workout. You're weightlifting, so all your muscles are shortened and tightened. So making sure to stretch after every workout is so important to prevent injury and straining a muscle, tearing a muscle, just because it's so tense and tight. So we want to make sure the muscle tissue and the muscle bellies are nice and lengthened, and so that way it's not tight and it's nice and relaxed after the workout. So another thing that happens too as we age is we lose bone density and bone mass, and we also lose muscle mass as we get older just because of lack of testosterone, and our body just can't hold on to the muscle mass any longer and is starting to decline. So the big thing is resistance training to prevent that. So resistance training can help increase bone density, increase bone mass, and help slow down the deterioration of bone, and also hold on to muscle tissue for as long as it can, and just help re-strengthen the body and help rebuild muscle tissue as well. So resistance training is very important. On top of that, the more muscle you have in your body, the higher your resting metabolic rate is. So that means you're going to burn more calories at a resting rate with more muscle in your body opposed to someone that doesn't have as much muscle as, say, you. So making sure that you are lifting weights and resistance training, that's huge on keeping that muscle tissue, that bone density nice and strong, and also it can help you burn more calories and burn more fat. So there's a lot of positivities to weight training. So number 3, we got high intensity interval training. So HIIT training is really important to escalate those heart rates up and be in that burning fat zone by just keeping that heart rate elevated for a long, prolonged period of time, but also coming back down. So when you're interval training, you're coming up, bringing your heart rate up nice and high, and then you're going to de-escalate it back down, bring it back up, de-escalate it back down, right? Because when you're doing a sprint and you're running as fast as you can, your heart rate is burning, you can't sprint for 30 minutes. If you can, then we should just nickname you the Flash, because I've never seen anyone that can sprint for 30 minutes straight as hard as they can. So by breaking it up into intervals, you can go as fast as you can, then you can go for a little walk as fast as you can, but you're skyrocketing those heart rates up to a fat burning zone, but you're breaking it up into intervals, so that way you're not burning yourself out. So high intensity interval training is very important to burning fat, and also you can build muscle by high intensity interval training as well. Because sprinting is very anabolic. It's an anaerobic exercise, so it can actually build a lot of muscle tissue as well. So high intensity interval training is a great way to burn fat and also keep muscle tissue as well. Another thing I want to talk about too, which is number 4, is balance. Okay, so something that goes when we get older is balance. A lot of people struggle with balance, but as you get older, it really goes away. So by doing balancing exercises and incorporating it into your workout programs, it's very crucial to keep that balance through just in everyday life. Just picking something up off the ground, you're going to be a little wobbly, right? So just by doing balancing exercises can help you, enjoy your life even better, and incorporating in your programs is really crucial, especially as you get older. So the last thing I want to talk about, which is number 5, is mobility and strengthening your mobility. That's something that really goes away as we get older as well, and we have another blog on mobility, so make sure you check that out. And if you want to learn more about mobility and what it is, and the how to strengthen your mobility, why don't you give our mobility blog a look and check that video out. All right, guys. So recap on today's blog: we got stretching, we got resistance training for muscle mass, increased bone density, and also a higher resting metabolic rate. We have balance, mobility, and as well high intensity interval training. So that will do it for today, and thank you for tuning in today at Back in Motion.